Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at what you can expect for yourself over the next 45 days of your life. Now, this is basically a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, it is right for you. Having said that, you have 3 piles in front of you. I'll give you some time and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, this is what you can expect for yourself in the next 45 days. Now, as usual, we're going to be starting off with our moonology. And for you, over the next 45 days, your commitment is being tested. So, if there is something that you really want, okay, like an aim or an ambition, and you will realize all of a sudden that things are getting a little bit harder, but this is just a test for you to overcome. This is just life or your guides testing your ability to stay true on the path towards growth. But if you continue to do that, at the end of the period you are going to be just fine. So you shouldn't really be giving up on any of your aims, any of your goals. Keep at it is what I'm going to tell you. But when it comes to your life, it's like you're just getting started. You're like emerging from a little bud to transform into a beautiful flower. But of course, like a bud to a flower, you may have some growing pains so that you will experience. But at the end of the process, you will be grateful that you overcame them is what is coming through for you. Now we'll also get into a couple of tarot cards, and of course we have a lot more cards for you which will be taking up at the very end. Now, for you, you have 9 of Wands, you have 2 of Pentacles, you have 7 of Cups, you have Judgment, and you have the High Priestess. Okay, now especially when it comes to being tested, I don't really see this on the level of your life. I see this more of an internal struggle for you. So maybe you're struggling with your past a little bit, struggling with things that have happened for you, and sort of struggling to come to terms with it. All right, but you have to understand the past has happened. You cannot change it. You can just learn from it and move into the future. Okay, so this commitment is your commitment towards wanting a better life, and if you stick to it, I feel like you'll be fine. Yeah, that's coming through. But at the same time, as you move forward, you are going to be super busy. Let me tell you this. The next 45 days, multiple things are going to demand your attention. Like you have a lot of things on your to-do list. This thing is carrying your attention. The other thing, your family, your work, your responsibilities, all of it, and you are going to be able to manage them beautifully. Of course, prioritizing thing is something that you really should be considering. And let me tell you, if you're taking up too much work, maybe it's time to lighten up the load a little bit is what is coming through as well. But as you move forward, I feel like a lot of secrets are going to be revealed to you, and these are secrets from your own psyche. Okay, like things will get clearer and clearer for you, and you'll be able to make your decisions really well, because a lot of decisions remain on your end is also coming forth for you. You may have a lot of important choices to make, you may have a lot of decisions to make, and it is going to take a lot of careful consideration on your part. Okay, so don't hurry with the entire process. Take your time, but don't remain in the state of indecision is something that is coming through for you. At the same time, you may actually decide that you want to move in an entirely new direction. Okay, this could be in terms of your work, this could be in terms of the way you relate to people or your relationships, but you are just done is what I'm really getting here. But what is happening here is, you're really standing strong, you're standing tall, and you're really so deeply committed to what you believe in that people are going to actually stand and take notice of this. Okay, that is what is coming through. You're going to be getting a lot of respect from people, you're going to get a lot of admiration from people, and especially when it comes to your boss, okay, at work, you're going to be getting a great deal of appreciation is what is coming forth. But you're clearly not in the mood to give up or give in. But it's not just going to be all of these things, it's going to be more. You are also taking the time to just disconnect, to relax and connect with your own self. Okay, so this is just making that space for self-care. This is making the space for reading, making a space for going on a trip. All of these things could be happening, but you're doing that consciously, okay? So you're really finding like a middle ground for yourself that is coming forth for you. But let me tell you, don't go into the zone of overindulgence, because that could actually be a little bit to your disadvantage is what is coming through. Now, there's one thing that you really need to be aware of, and that is your ego. So over the next 45 days, you may have occasions where you feel like, okay, I am so much better, or this person is not even half as good as I am. So those occasions you may be getting, and those are really the testing times for you. If you can really connect with yourself and tell yourself, I am equal to everybody. There's no such thing as good or bad, or good enough or not so good enough, okay? Because your ego is clearly going into the mode of overdrive. So be a little bit careful of it. But over the next 45 days, you may also be required to build a lot on your strength, yeah? Now, this is physical strength more than mental strength, because especially I feel like you need to pay attention towards your health. If you've neglected your health and you realize that, multiple things or little things here and there are cropping up time and again, please make sure you're paying attention to that, because, it's those little things that add up to become big things is what is coming through as well. Now, we'll go to your soulmate readings. Embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. So I believe when it comes to relationships, you'll really spend good times together, especially in committed relationships, or where you're just getting to know each other, and you'll come to a realization that the other person is actually the person you were meant to be with, your better half, the person you can share your emotions with freely. So you're really going to understand a lot of things in the upcoming month is also coming through for you. But there is also going to be a new beginning when it comes to your love life, okay? So of course, like all beginnings, they tend to be an adventure. So go on that adventure. Do not really stop yourself. Just live your life, live your life, embrace things. See, life and especially relationships are full of good times and bad times. We have to live through the bad ones and embrace the good ones. And if you just stick to that philosophy, I believe things can become so much more clearer for you. Now, of course, I'm going to take your letters and numbers for you. Let's see what you have for yourself. Okay, you have S, you have D, you have number 3, 28, number 5, you have Z, you have T, you have 88. Okay, financially well-being is there, so nothing really to worry about. You have number 30, you have E again, 11, you have U, and you have 55. Okay, the presence of angels is really strong when it comes to your life. You have E, you have A, you have T, you have I, and you have number 24. Yeah, I'll just pull out a couple of more cards for you as usual, just to clarify things and just give you that little bit of extra things, because I know you guys really enjoy when I pull cards out on screen. So here's listening to you. Explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. So especially with the judgment card being here, don't do things that you've always done, especially when it comes to your thought patterns. Your thought patterns really need to change. So stop playing it safe. Go another way. Go a way that has never been done by you before. Explore is something that is coming through for you. Of course, a trip may be on the horizon, and if that is, say yes. And maybe a trip to the ocean. The ocean, be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. So this basically tells me that you just need to live your life. Like, rather than thinking about your life all the time, thinking, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Is this right? Is this not? Why don't you just live? Just live. Live freely is the message out here. I'll give you a couple of more. Rescue, help others in need, or ask for assistance when you need it. So you may realize that somebody is reaching out to you for help, and you may be in a position to help them out, and please do if that is you. And maybe sometimes you may need help. So if you help others, there'll always be somebody who will reach out and help you when it is your time, is what is coming through once again. Last one. Communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. So maybe it's time to clear certain misunderstandings with somebody. Having a heart to heart conversation, really saying the things that you've left unsaid, maybe is something that you need to do to really get that closure, is what is coming through. See, closures are very important, whether this comes to our everyday life or whether this comes to long pending things, reach a closure, say what has been left unsaid, but also listen to the other person. Yeah, so communication is always two ways, because maybe that is exactly what you need right now. Overall, that is what's coming through for you. As I wrap this video up, I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, this is what you can expect for yourself over the next 45 days. Now we'll start off with our Moonology deck as usual. And what do you need to release? So clearly, pile 2, there is something that you need to release. Is this stuff that you own? Is this certain people who do not belong in your life, or certain emotions that you're holding on to? But clearly, there is something that you need to release finally, once and for all. Yeah, that's something that's really crucial for you over the next 45 days. But along with that, I feel like over the next couple of days, you'll make time to meditate a lot. You'll make time to contemplate a lot. You're going to sort of invite the peace in, is what is coming through, okay? And of course, anytime a person thinks about what they need to release, peace is automatically the next step, okay? So if you're actually headed in the direction of release, then you're already on the right track, is what is coming through for you. Now, of course, we have more cards, but we'll be taking up your tarot first. For you, you have the moon. Interesting, because we already have a full moon when I am filming this, and you have the card of death, you have 3 of cups, and you have ace of pentacles. Okay, now first of all, clearly this is like clearing out the energy of the old and inviting the energy of the new, especially with the death card here, because something is clearly changing in your life, and these are changes that are created by you. So this is not really something to worry about, but something you need to become conscious about. So what are you consciously deciding is something you need to ask yourself, because before that final decision, I feel like there is going to be a lot of going between two things. Should I do this? Should I do that? Is this the right thing? Is that the right thing? Maybe I don't want to make a decision. And that is exactly the kind of frame of mind you are in. You're like, I would rather bury my head in the sand than make a decision right now. Yeah, but that is really no place to be in, because once a decision has been made, once that change has been made, once that transition is made, things become very simple. This is almost like you being a student of kindergarten who just refuses to move to the next grade. Don't let that happen to you, because it's just mind playing tricks. You may just be trapped in that situation, so that is really not healthy for you, is what is coming through. But along with that, I feel like there is going to be a shift of some time coming towards you. Now, this could be a shift in home, this could be a shift towards a new job, or just in terms of your material life. You could be starting a new course, you could be making a new agreement when it comes to money, signing a land deed. All of these things are possible, because your focus is much on security. It is on things you want to build for yourself, okay? And that is the direction that you're heading into. But clearly, you are having a lot of energy fluctuations happening, and that is something you can expect, because especially this lunar cycle has sort of taken a toll over a lot of us. For some of you, it could have taken a toll over your health or your mental well-being, and that is sort of continuing over the next couple of days. Just breathe, okay? That breathing is going to help you center your energies, and you'll be able to get through that, is what is coming. Because clearly you also have the card of 3 of cups, so that indicates like celebration, feeling good. And this is like a celebration on a personal level, okay? This is not celebration regarding anybody else. You celebrating yourself, finding the time to really be happy about certain things, and breathing. Yeah, but you'll definitely have that occasion where you are truly happy. But I feel like you're going to spend a lot of time learning about things. This could actually be like studying things, like getting back to books, really putting extra effort towards university, or wanting to study for a particular course or examination. But you're clearly getting into that zone, is what is coming through for you. But simplicity, okay, I feel like you're gonna purge a lot of things, okay? Like you are being asked to make your life really simple. So if I ask you, if you just had to, cut down things a little bit, what would you cut down? What people would you let go of your life? What things do you own that you're going to be letting go of? What would your answer be? Because those are the kind of things that you actually have to implement in your life. Remember, this is a change that you are bringing on yourself. So when you are bringing those changes, think about how you can simplify your life, because that is clearly the direction where your life is headed. Look at this. Clean your space. Okay. Clearly, there is a repetitive pattern here, because I feel like, the energy around you needs clearance. The energy needs to go. It's like you're living too much in your head, That's the kind of feeling I'm getting here. So please make sure you have a clean space. You really, really make sure you're giving positive vibes to your place. You're giving positive energies to the people around you and focusing on yourself. Yeah. So make sure you're cleaning your space to just feel more positive. I'm going to give you a couple of more just to, wrap things up and give you a little bit more clarity as well. Journey. Okay, so a travel is absolutely possible for you, but this message is also telling you to enjoy the journey, because a lot is going to happen for you over the period of the next 45 days. So enjoy the journey. Definitely the reward that you get at the end of 45 days is definitely going to be there, but enjoy every moment. In the pursuit of our goals, we sometimes forget that life actually happens in the present moment. The life you're living right now is the life that you have. Yeah, the future is the future. For us, the only thing that we can do is make a difference in our present. So if you do that, your future self will actually thank you a great deal for it. Simplify your life in the present. Your future is going to take care of yourself, is what is coming through. Okay. Strength, stay afloat and feel steady and calm. Clearly, a lot of changes are happening around you and you may feel a little bit zoned out, is what I'm getting here. So please make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're staying strong and you're keeping your boat afloat, okay? Because that is clearly important. A certain amount of reflection is also important for you as you move forward, because in reflection, in thinking about what truly belongs in your life, in thinking about your everyday life, especially in your present life, wherever you are at this very moment, a lot of answers will be revealed to you, is what is coming. One more. Direction, trust your inner compass and find your bearings. So all the answers that you seek are actually within you. You just have to take time to reflect, to get within and seek all the answers. Our basic heart, our soul is the biggest guide that we have. Make use of it, is what is coming through for you. But also you may have a person in your life, who shows you the way. So that is also possible for you, getting the guidance of somebody. You have number 24, you have L, you have O, number 30, N, you have D, you have U, 14, 2, O, I, R, 21, I, 15, A, 29, 23, 33, E, Q, O, E, 44, and you have B. Alright, so overall this is what's in store for you over the next 45 days. As usual, as I wrap this video up, I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes for the next days forward. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, this is what you can expect when it comes to your life in the next 45 days. Now, first of all, for you, you can expect a lot of powerful changes in your life, okay? Sometimes unexpected, sometimes things that you were only hoping for and praying, but clearly the eclipse is going to play a powerful factor in your life, and that is going to translate itself over the next 45 days. Now, we'll look into details, but you're going to be changing a lot about yourself, and I believe a lot of this is in terms of the way you look. You may feel like getting a makeover. You may feel like you need to start taking more care of yourself. You may actually give yourself the rest that you need. But whatever it is that you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing it taking care of your needs first before everybody else's. Yeah, but you're going to also be observing a lot of beauty about yourself and the others is what is coming through. Now, when it comes to your tarot cards, you have Queen of Swords, you have the Hanged Man, you have Chariot, you have Empress, and you have Eight of Pentacles. So clearly the eclipse is bringing very positive changes in your life, okay? So the way I see this is you're going to get a lot of forward momentum, and that too at a very rapid pace. Like maybe you were expecting like, okay, things are going to go at this pace, and no, the pace actually really strengthens. Okay, and you're like, whoa, I was really not expecting that. But overall, I also see you guys being more focused towards your work. You're going to be like, I need to do this, I need to do this right. And in a way, you want to become the best at whatever it is that you're doing. So for those students especially, you may find yourself, reading a lot more, researching a lot more, or paying extra attention to your studies. For people who are into research, maybe you guys are really going to get into your work, and teachers as well. So overall, your work is going to be the center point of your existence is what is coming through. But along with that, when it comes to emotions, there is a little bit of detachment there. You're not really feeling things that much as you're observing things or being logical about it. And this may actually come as a surprise for you, because normally you tend to be people who are like pretty much sensitive, pretty much emotional, but now you're like, okay, no, it's not working right now. It's not working right now. So you're just going to be in that mode of logic and clear thinking is what is coming through as well. And in that process, I feel like you're going to give yourself a break. You're going to be like, okay, I just need my space to think things through, to clarify a few things, and maybe change my focus a little bit or change my thought process a little bit. And that is what you're going to be doing. Maybe you'll come into a little bit of extra knowledge or additional information that will lead to that suspension is also coming for. But at the same time, this pause that is coming in your life, it is coming at the right point of time, because after this things will change so rapidly that you may actually not have time to relax is what is coming forth, but you will make that time for yourself. Okay, that is also there. But a part of your next 45 days is also focused on your family, on your home environment, on taking care of people who you really care about. Okay, so you may be actually required to take care of maybe your parents, maybe somebody that you feel responsible towards, or just spend time with people who you truly love. Okay, that is coming through. Once again, especially for people who've been wanting to have like a child for a very long time, the next 45 days could actually be really good for you. But you may actually also receive a lot of good news. Yeah, that is also coming through. But once again, you're going to be having a great deal that you're grateful for. So you're really appreciating all the goodness that life has bestowed on you. And that is happening because you've taken the time to clarify a little bit things. Yeah. But of course, financially, I don't really see you having to worry about anything. But one thing that you really need to worry about is your expenditure. You're going to be spending a hell lot of money, and sometimes on things that you absolutely do not need. So if you want to get them, be my guest, you can absolutely indulge a little bit, but if it goes overboard, maybe that little money can help you out in the future. So think about that. Yeah, but clearly a lot to be grateful for the work you do, grateful for your family, and your health is also coming through. But as you move forward, there can be a start of something new, or you may decide that you want to pick up a new hobby, you want to go in an entirely new direction, or a new area of work, a new area of knowledge can open itself to you, and you are headed in that direction. Yes, of course, because it's a birth card, it could actually mean the birth of a child or news of a birth of a child. Yeah, you could actually be in the process of also signing certain significant contracts or thinking about them. Yeah, but of course, when it comes to signing contracts, just sit over it, think it through, and only then go for it is what is coming through. But over the next 45 days, you may also be very drawn to the subject of astrology, and maybe have your horoscope checked for a couple of you is also possible. Because pile 3, the way I see this is, you really need to take a look at your Saturn placement, because that is really playing up for you is what I see. And this is, Saturn actually becoming benevolent towards you is also coming forth. And also, while you are at it, also check the position of Venus in your horoscope, okay? These two things is something you really need to get checked is what is coming through. So look at the stars to get a little bit of clarity, or if like me you are just a lover of stars and just love stargazing, or if you love astronomy, then maybe you're going to be just looking at stars and just enjoying the process. Yeah, let me know which one are you more into the horoscope part, or are you like me who just enjoys gazing at the stars? Yeah, either way, let me know. I'll take a couple of more cards for you. Patience. All right, so patience is something maybe you're going to be needing. So somebody may actually try and test your patience a little bit, but of course, when it comes to whatever it is that you want in your life, if you're patient enough, it'll just come. That's something I know for sure in my life. It's everything I've gotten in my life, honestly, it's come to me a little bit late, but when it has come, I'm like nothing but grateful. Yeah, so I hope that is your story too, because patience and belief in God always pays off. Next one for you is safety. Don't be too proud to go back to the shore. So if you feel like you've wronged somebody, or you've said the wrong thing at the right time to somebody who was not really deserving it, maybe it's time to go back and say sorry. Yeah, so maybe that's something you need to do. So ask yourself, who deserves your apology? Yeah, and protection, you are absolutely protected as you move forward. So I don't really see this eclipse as anything negative for you at all. You, in fact, moving forward, things that have been stalled for a very long time, they're going to be proceeding much more quickly is what is coming through, and you are absolutely protected through the process. Yeah, and one more, meditation. Absolutely, meditation, if you can make time for it, that is something you should absolutely do, because meditation just brings so much clarity. And if you're somebody who just is constantly on the go doing 10 things at a time, meditation can really help you manage your energy. I'll give you your numbers and your letters. You have 4, you have R, you have 11, you have S, you have 15, you have O, you have D, you have 5, you have 30. Blank tile in case you need to fill it up with something. You have 18, 28, you have I, 55, 66 can be 99 as well. You have 6 can be 9 as well. You have E and you have O. So I'll give you a couple of more just to clarify things a little bit more. Of course, you can find your initials, sometimes your full name, both can happen. And you have A, you have 21, 23, N, L, Q, 29, and you have E. Overall, this is what I really see for you, for yourself over the next 45 days. As usual, I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes for your future, and lots of prayers for your future progress. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.